This poem is called The Papisher and the Prod. It's about a young Protestant lad from Belfast meeting a young Catholic girl from County Down at a dance and what ensues with their families after that. I was born and reared in Sandy Row, a loyal Orange prod. I stood for good King William, that noble man of God. My shout was no surrender, my flag the Union Jack, and every 12th I proudly marched to Finnegan and back. A loyal son of Ulster, a true blue, that was me, prepared to fight, prepared to die for faith and liberty. As well as that, a Linfield man as long as I could mind, and I had no time for Catholics or any of that kind. Then one night in Bangor, well, I met wee Rosie Green. The minute I set eyes on her, I knew she was my queen. And when I saw she fancied me, sure my mind was all abuzz, and I clean forgot to ask her what her religion was. Next time we met, I told her I'm a proddy, staunch and true. And she says, well, I'm a Catholic and just as staunch as you. The words were harsh and bitter, but suddenly like this, the centuries of hatred were forgotten in a kiss. I knew her love would bring us only trouble and distress, but nothing in this world would make me love wee Rosie less. I saved a bit of money as quickly as I could, and I asked her if she'd marry me. And God, she said she would. Then the trouble really started. Her folks went raving mad. And when mine heard about it, well, they were twice as bad. My father said from that day on he'd hang his head in shame. And by a strange coincidence, her father said the same. Well, my mother cried her eyes out and said I'd rue the day that I let a Papish hussy steal my loyal heart away. And Rosie's mother said when she recovered from the blow that she'd rather have the devil than a man from Sandy Row. We were married in a Papish church the other side of town. That's how Rosie wanted it. I couldn't let her down. The priest was very nice to me, made us feel at home. I think he pitied both of us. Our families didn't come. The house we went to live in had nothing but the walls. It was far away from Sandy Row and farther from the falls. But that's the way we wanted it, for both of us knew well that back among the folks we knew, our lives would just be hell. But life out there for Rosie was lonely, I well knew, and of course we had our wee religious differences too. At dinner time on Friday, when Rosie gave me fish, I looked at it, and then at her and said, that's not my dish. I well remember what she said to me, you've got to pay some price. And to eat no meat on a Friday is a poor wee sacrifice to make for Christ who died for us one Friday long ago. Anyway, I ate the fish and it wasn't bad, you know. Then Sunday came and I lay on when she got up at 8. But Rosie turned to me and said, get up or you'll be late. You've got a church to go to, and that's where you should be. So up you get this minute. You'll be part of the road with me. Well, we started off together and we parted down the line, and she went off to her church and I went off to mine. But all throughout the service, although we were apart, I felt that we were worshipping together in our hearts. The weeks and months went quickly by, and then there came the day when Rosie upped and told me that a child was on the way. We got down onto our knees that day and asked the Lord above to give her child 2 gifts alone, tolerance and love. We wrote and told the families they never used to call, and we thought the news might soften them, and so it did, and all. My mother and then Rosie said they'd visit us in turn, and we marvelled at the prayer of a wee child not yet born. But I was disillusioned when I found out why they came. It wasn't to be friendly or make it up again. Rosie's mother called to say the child must be R.C., and mine said it would have to be a Protestant like me.